Good morning, losers. Beau here with the local losers. It's a little redundant. Whatever. We're doing RX7 stuff today. I sent my fuel injectors off to Injector Dynamics to get them cleaned because it's running kind of rough. I mean, it's running super rough. I can drive it up and down the street, but it kind of bucks and spits, and I mean, it's supposed to do that normally, but not in a good way. When you romp on the gas. So send my injectors off. They're gonna get them cleaned. When they come back, I mean, we could be at 300, 400, 700 million horsepower. I guess we'll see. Anyways, we're doing body kit stuff today. While the RX7 is just sitting there doing nothing, we're gonna take this Duraflex. It's a Beau Sports Replica kit. It's not the greatest fitting. I've tried to like hold it up to the body before, and it's a little ill fitting, like on the front corners. I haven't tried the back yet because I haven't got the bumper off. The side skirts are a little tight, and maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. But we got Teddy coming over this morning. So Teddy and I will be trying to get this thing on today. I've never put a body kit on before, so I have no idea what this is going to be like, but hopefully we'll figure it out and at least get it mated up to the car so we can drive around looking all hot boy when the injectors come back. Anyways, I'm gonna get this rear bumper off and I don't know, wait for Teddy. All right, so the first hurdle, I got the back bumper off. I got the original spare tire out. I couldn't really believe it was in there. Pretty crazy. Anyways, I got the back bumper off, and I've kind of got everything kind of sitting in place. But the first hurdle is to get this thing pinned on and see how much body work I'm going to need to do. Okay, that just happened. Anyways, I got to get this thing pinned on so I can see where it fits the worst and get it like kind of adjusted and, oh well. That side skirt fell down too. Anyways, so I'm probably going to get it back up where it was, get the main lines like lined up where I need them, and I'm probably just gonna run in some like self-tapping screws to hold it all on. Once I figure out how I'm gonna get it on, like get it to stay on, ultimately, once I'm done with that, I can pull the self-tappers out and fill the holes with Bondo or something like that, some sort of filler. But yeah, so I guess what I'm gonna do now is just screw it to the body of my RX7. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna look good though, you know, with it all laying on the ground and stuff. All right, don't be thinking, yay, he's done, because I'm not. I got my side skirts on. I got the rear bumper tacked on at the corners, just like one screw on each side. But this front bumper is giving me some issues. It's giving me some difficulty. I can already tell what the moral of this story is going to be. The moral is going to be, buy a good kit. Buy a polyurethane kit. This kit is fiberglass and it does not flex like at all. I mean, it flexes a little bit, but I always feel like I'm gonna just break it in half every time I try to stretch it or pull it or bend it or whatever. I can already tell that I'm gonna have to do a good bit of work on the kit to get it to fit properly. It fits in some places, it doesn't fit in others. These little mounting places, they put these right here, and I assume to make it look better, to make it look more finished, and to help you mount it. But like, I've already had to cut a little bit out, like right here, just to get it to fit over that fender lip right there. I'm also gonna have to cut out this lip right here that they put on the front bumper, and I'm guessing it's to go right up here, but I'm gonna have to make my own brackets for that because it doesn't work. This kit was like 500 bucks. That's with shipping. So, you know, you can either buy a $500 kit and do a crap ton of work on it, or maybe you could buy a $1,000 kit or a $1,200 kit or a $1,400 kit and not do as much work on it. I don't know, because I bought a $500 kit. But like I said, we are gonna make this work. Hopefully, next time I turn this camera on, all the pieces will be on and I'll be ready to like start marking where I need to cut off and where I need to trim, where I need to do work. Hey, there it goes. Yeah. So Teddy showed up and he was helping me. I definitely needed more hands to get on this thing to get this kit like pinned up. It is, even though we had 2 people, like this thing is a bear to get on. It's just a beast. Like he was pulling, I was pushing, I was tugging, he was kicking, just trying to get everything on here right. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a party. Anyways, we got it mostly where we want it. I'm gonna close all these appendages here and let y'all take a look at it. It's still not fitting exactly perfect. It's got a couple places where it can like move in, move out, stuff like that, but it's on the car. We've got some brackets to build. We've got some little places to cut out. I don't know what's wrong with Duraflex, and I might make this a body kit review video because Duraflex needs to hear this. Like, your kits are shitty.
It was
like,
a struggle.
You should make them and then have a car to like fit them on and then send them, because like this fits okay right here where it fits inside the fender, but you go to the back and you have to like kick this thing to get it to fit around, and it's not perfect. We had the camera quit on us. It happens quite a lot. Probably because we do so much shooting and reshooting and re-shooting and whatnot. What were we talking about?
We're talking about Duraflex and how the kit doesn't exactly fit.
Yeah. Yeah, I talked early in the video about how the moral of the story is probably buy a nicer kit, but the kit's okay. Like, if you want to wrestle with it and do a little body work on it, or a lot of body work on it or whatever, like, it'll work. It'll work. For 500 bucks shipped, like, it was a deal. It was a deal. Come and look at this side. This side's pretty good. I'm gonna close the hood just so y'all can see how, like, with 2 people and a little bit of struggling. Now, I have done a little bit of cutting on this. I have done a little bit of cutting on this kit. I cut out some of the little fender parts right here,
like where it wraps around,
where it's supposed to wrap around, but it just won't. I cut some of that out so it would just like tuck in the way it's supposed to. There's a gap here also that I'm not super stoked about. You can kind of push up from underneath and maybe get it to move, but it doesn't move enough to be able to get screws in the backside of it, which I'm kind of pissed about. But we'll figure that out too. We got a lot of figuring to do on this thing.
It looks good for where we are right now.
Yeah,
I like it.
I mean, honestly, the car looks freaking amazing, you know? We've still got this jack up under here because we haven't made a bracket for this lip right here, but we will.
It's a sick kit, even though you got to struggle with it.
Yeah.
It makes the struggle worth it.
Yeah, indeed. I hope so. I hope so. I hope when we're done that it'll look amazing and I can drive it for maybe a couple months before I take it to a drift event. I was telling Teddy, the first time I hit something, this kit is just going to explode into a million pieces.
Just going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
And I'm still curious about those body panels too. Like, if you took out the body filler line,
yeah,
if that'll help it lay in there better.
Oh yeah, totally forgot about that. I put these side skirts on over this body strip right here, this trim piece. It's still in here. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take these side skirts off and we're going to pull these trim pieces out and see if this actually fits up under this body line, because that would be really nice.
Yeah. That
would be super nice. It seems like every time we start shooting video, we're walking out of the garage.
Every time.
It's because it's nice and cool in there and it's in the shade. Arizona sun sucks.
Oh yeah, it's beating down today.
So, me and Teddy kind of stared at the car for about 2.5 hours. And we figured out how to get this this front bumper to stay on really good.
Oh, really?
Apparently too good.
Really good indeed.
Teddy can't get it off.
There we go.
Dang, Teddy.
Really really good indeed. It wasn't going anywhere. There we go.
I need a new helper, my goodness. Anyway, so what we did, there's this flap on the front of the car right here, and we just bent the ends up on it. Like, we had the bumper up there, and we were just like staring at it, like, because when the bumper is just up here, like it sags like down to here. It's ridiculous. So we were just staring at it, and I was like, hey, look at this thing right here. We can just fold those up because they're not attached to anything down here, and they've got threaded bolt holes in them. So if you want to like set the bumper up there and then bolt it through here, you can totally do that. It worked out like perfect.
Then you ain't got to worry about it going anywhere.
Yeah, right? Awesome. Now let's watch Teddy. Let's laugh at Teddy while he puts it back on.
Yeah, here comes the struggle.
I bet it goes on 10 times easier. Oh, he's being careful. He's like, don't look like an idiot, Teddy. Don't look like an idiot.
You're killing me. The struggle bus is real.
By the way, can I just say how good the RX-7 is going to look once we get the kit all done and it's all painted and stuff? My goodness. Gold wheels look amazing thanks to Jesse O'Buzz in Tucson, one of my real good friends. He helped me put the wheels together when I got the lips in from VR. Helped me put the wheels together, and he painted the faces for me, some sort of, I don't know, sparkle gold or whatever. But man, it's gonna look good. I was asking Teddy what I should put in this other hole. I have a exhaust there and then nothing there. What should I put there? Like a drift charm? A picture of my face? Should I fiberglass over it? I don't know. Maybe I should just put a block off plate, like a carbon fiber block off plate, or like a titanium block off plate. Just like it's blocking something off, but it's really just a hole. That'd be funny. Hey Teddy, you hung it on there successfully. Good job.
Finally.
Anyways, before we figured that out, before we figured this part out, this little hangy part here, the corners fit like really terribly, but they actually line up pretty good. Since we figured that out, the bumper sits up high enough, and we just have to screw it in on the sides over here. These are the self-tappers that we were using originally, just to kind of hold it up here. And then we use these because they're a little bit bigger, and they're just sheet metal screws. I'm thinking once we get it all lined up and everything, there are some black screws that I saw in Ace that had like, they were like this, but they had flat, like they were super flat on top. I might use some of those and just double up everywhere, like put 2 screws there, 2 screws there, 2 screws there. We're gonna keep going today, and we're gonna get this thing shaped up. We're gonna take every piece off. We're gonna shape it up with like a flap disc, and we're gonna get them back on. We're gonna try to get the finishing screws. At this point, we're gonna try to get it done today because we're probably an hour, maybe 2 hours away from having it done. Oh, and yeah. I'm excited about it looking amazing. Dang, it's low. Probably not low enough. I know everybody's gonna message down in the comments and say, it's not low enough. Those side skirts should be touching the ground. Well, I gotta drive it. I wanna be able to do something with it, you know? Okay, the only thing that I don't like about it is that this rear corner right here, this rear corner is like sticking out too wide. Maybe it'll fix itself, but I don't think so. It's just sticking out like all crazy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a bracket to actually pull that into the car a little bit. I'm also gonna make a bracket to hold this a little steadier so it doesn't flap when I'm driving along. Don't forget, down in the comments, tell me what I should put right here in that big hole.
Drift charms, cover plates, whatever you guys can think of.
So that's all we're doing today. That's it. It's on. Let's see, real quick. Let's go over what we had to do. Okay, for the front bumper, we had to bend up. Here, will you hold this, Teddy?
Yeah, I got you.
On the front bumper, we had to bend up that flap in the front so this could sit on top of it. Now that it is super solid, like it's not going anywhere. That's how we know it's gonna explode if we ever hit anything. I had to cut this right back here because it was pushing off of this part, and I couldn't like stretch this enough to get it around there. So I'm just gonna paint this black for now so you don't notice it. On the other side, it actually fit up pretty good, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, this side I think we cut out a little piece right there. I cut out a little piece, but it fit okay. This side skirt right here, I think this was the one that fit really good, right?
Yeah, this side fit great.
We ended up putting a screw right here, 2 screws here. It fit pretty good. We had a problem with the other side skirt actually catching the door as you open the door, but this one turned out okay. We put 1 screw here. You can't see the screws because I painted them black. We put a screw to hold the back on right here. We didn't have to cut any off this passenger side skirt at all. This side over here, we actually had to trim the top because it was holding this out away from the side of the car. So we actually trimmed the top of this off. I don't think we did any cutting on the inside. We didn't really need to.
Yeah, it was pretty solid.
Yeah.
You put that bracket down there.
This fit pretty good. Screw there, screw there. We still have this gap here. This is a pretty significant gap. I don't know if it's going to get worse. We'll probably take the tail lights out and see if we can get that to come up at all, because you can get to it from the inside if you take the tail lights off. Over on this side, we had to modify this, and we've got an undesirable gap right here, unfortunately. Just right here, we had to cut this because it was overlapping this body line right here, and it caused it to crack. When we screwed it down, it caused this all to crack right here. So we ended up chopping that off. The front here, we ended up cutting almost all of this out because it was not fitting around the inner fender. So we had to pretty much chop all that off. Back here, this side skirt fit really good in the back. Like I said, it caught when you open the door. But what I did, I brought a flap disc in here, and I flap disc this down right here, try to bevel it, and it helped. It helped. So I might even get in there and do a little more just to make sure it never catches again.
Definitely almost lost that side
yeah,
skirt a couple
when
times.
you open the door, it almost rips the side skirt off. It's crazy. This one I had to cut. I had to cut up here, and I had to cut down through here to actually get that to fit. But there it is. That's the escapade of making this stupid $500 body kit fit.
It was a good time.
It was a good day. Hey, we did it in all, what, 4 hours?
Yeah, 4 hours.
4.5 hours maybe. We spent probably 30 minutes just pushing the car around because the injectors are gone, so it won't crank up. It's got a welded diff, so it's already hard to push around. So we spent a lot of time. You can see our skid marks over there, but we spent a lot of time just pushing it around.
I'd definitely rather put another body kit on rather than push this in the rocks.
Yeah, no joke. No joke. But we're gonna call this a big success. You know, like the body kit really did not fit well, and we made it work. So we're gonna call it a success. I don't know if we're gonna stay with these screws that we put in here. Their heads are pretty big, so I might try to find some screws with flatter heads on them. I don't mind the screws because this ain't gonna be a show car. It's gonna look just like that. I'm gonna paint them to match the car. You'll never see them. Good job, Teddy.
RX7 things.
Yeah, right. Duraflex thing. Anyway, Teddy, me, we out.